Howdy, friend. Heard my little broadcast, did you? Yeah, you look the type. Wait a minute, I recognize you. Yeah, you're Alice McLafferty's rising star, ain't you? You sure you want to be here? McLafferty's non-competes are pretty rigid. Well, I ain't never been inside myself. Did some trading with the New Canaanites from their mission there, but that was all on the outskirts. All the old ways in and out were destroyed after the war, but we got ourselves the location of a pass the New Canaanites use. That's our way in. That's why I wanted someone with a Pip-Boy on the caravan. The map will be helpful for checking the topography, keeping us on the trail. Well, it ain't good, I'll tell you that. It's not like the Mojave or the NCR. Hell, even Arizona under Caesar is safer. You got raiders all over the damn place. Tribes of degenerates that'll eat you as soon as look at you. Regional warlords, the works. Not too many decent places to stop and trade. New Canaan's one of the only ones left I know about. That's right. The folks that lived in Zion before the war, they didn't just get a little savage. They're downright feral. Most of them don't even speak English anymore. You got to get yourself a new Canaanite translator to talk to them. The ones you really gotta watch out for are the Whitelegs from the Great Salt Lake. They'll attack just about anyone that ain't one of theirs. Dangerous enough we won't be going near them if we can help it. I got no desire for my head to decorate some little gas station fort's walls, thanks. Just like that, huh? You got guts, I'll give you that. You sure you want to jump in blind? Ain't got no questions about where we're going or why? Don't know much about the place, but I can tell you about the people. The New Canaanites were some kind of religious group from before the war. They control the old city of Ogden, a ways north of Zion, and they got themselves a nice defensible mission in the canyon itself. Or they did. They trade a fair bit with the tribes in Zion. Well, the ones that don't try to kill them anyways. I ain't a praying man myself. They paid for their goods and dealt square with us. That's all I ever cared about. But don't think that just because they're religious, that they're pacifists. They take care of their own, and they're damn fine marksmen, too. You ain't wrong. Losing the Salt Lake City run really stung us. If we can't re-establish contact with this run, we'll be in real trouble. Without New Canaan's mission in Zion, the only ways to Salt Lake City are down the old I-80, or up through Ogden. The highway's too risky. NCR's rangers are so busy here in the Mojave, they don't have the manpower to keep the raiders off. Ogden's just too far. We'd lose more in travel expenses than we'd ever earn. I bet you are, but we only got room for one more on this expedition.
What's up? Oh, I thought my... back to the tomb.
Are you here to wait a... Huh. I do believe you could. I bet you are, but... You ain't never been to Zion, have you? We'll be passing through a whole mess of narrow slot canyons and high rough passes. A big pack will get you wedged in like a super mutant crawling through a storm drain, and too much weight will kill you in the thin air. There's a chest over yonder. Are you here to... Are you now? You know we ain't coming back this way for a good long while now, right? And you know about the weight limit. I don't want no whining about old Mr. Masterson. I left my one-of-a-kind plasma cannon back at base. Can we go back for it? You sure you're ready? Well, all right then. Let's get moving. The paths we're following are slow going, so you might as well keep your ears open and listen to what old Jed has to say. A few decades back, folks in the NCR started to hear about a community in northern Utah called New Canaan. Didn't know much about them, except that they were religious folks, sent out missionaries to talk to the tribes. We've seen our share of cults, but the New Canaanites, they were honest traders. Good fighters, too. Raiders wouldn't tangle with them. But then, the Legion appeared in Arizona. I reckon you know all about them. Turns out Caesar's first war chief, the Malpais Legate, was a New Canaanite, Joshua Graham. Legend goes that Graham was the meanest, toughest son of a bitch in the whole damn Legion. The New Canaanites wouldn't talk about him. They were ashamed. Guess I can't blame them. Well, at Hoover Dam, The Malpace legate finally met his match. Hanlon and Oliver kicked his new Canaanite butt right back over the river. Caesar had to make an example for the others, to show them that even at the highest level, failure wouldn't be tolerated. He had Graham covered in pitch, lit on fire, and thrown into the Grand Canyon. People say he didn't even scream on the way down. Not long after, some of the slaves and tribals started to talk. Said Graham wasn't dead. Shouldn't have been any surprise. All this talk bothered Caesar, so he forbade anyone from speaking his name. Wanted to erase Joshua Graham from history. He got his wish. Joshua Graham disappeared, and in his place came legends of the burned man walking the wastes. Probably just a tribal ghost story. But New Canaan's been silent for a long time. Maybe it's a coincidence. Maybe the Malpace legate is dead. Or maybe Joshua Graham did crawl out of that canyon and finally found his way back home. All right, people. Been a long couple of weeks, but here we are. Zion. I know your feet hurt. I know you're tired, but I need everyone's mind on the trail ahead.
Ain't the trail ahead worries me, Jed. Those descents we made through that slot canyon back up there. Ain't no way we're getting back out the way we come. And then what?
God damn it, Stella heard you the first time. And the 15th, too. The new Canaanites will know a way, and if they don't, we've got the maps on our friend's Pip-Boy over there. Enough lollygagging. Get moving, and keep an eye out for tribals.
Sorry to bother you with reality, old Jed. Who cares if we can't get back out the way we come? That's not a problem.
Fuck off, I'm busy.
Shh. Hold on now. God damn it, ambush! Come on, people! Watch it!
I don't deserve this. My doesn't work. Why the fuck you
Shut the
hiring
hell
me?
up, Ricky! Might as well be working. Look at it.
Stay low, people! Stay low!
Enough. Sitting ducks. Here I come. Out of the ship.
Hoi, Whitelegs don't leave survivors often. You're some kind of lucky, let me tell you. You came from outside, didn't you? From the civilized lands. Wow. Joshua Graham. He leads our tribe. Thanks to him, the dead horses are strong and safe from our enemies. He'll want to talk to anyone coming up from Southways. Guess that means just you now. Come, I can take you to him. Good sists. We head east then. Joshua is at our tribe's camp in the Eastern Virgin. Hold up. See that log over there? Take a closer look. There might be some good stuff tucked in there. We follow this path for a while. Nice view of the river. Freeze! Whew! That was some kind of lucky. Guess that one was all full of gecko, eh? Don't get used to it, though. Yao Guai are plenty mean as a rule. You can take the path north here if you want, or head east over the ridge. There's a nice view from the top of that cliff, if you want to look. Whoa! Here we go! Well, that's that then. Some kind of view up here, eh? If you know how to look, you can spot all kinds of landmarks from up here. Look, I'll show you. Follow the old road south. Nearly there. Like the shadow of a ghost. You see the dead sentries? Shamans say our enemies' souls are trapped in them. But Joshua says it shows we're serious about fighting Whitelegs. See those handprints? Dead horses and sorrows mark them on taboo places. Places from back when. Good thing for you, I don't buy into that stuff. Hold up. You're getting all turned around. Check your map and backtrack a little. Down this path to the north. Hope you don't mind getting wet. These paintings show the dead horses' victories against other tribes. Lots more of them since Joshua was with us. Nearly there now. Watch out for traps in the water. Got to keep the Whitelegs out somehow, eh? Here we are. Joshua's just ahead there, in the Angel Cave.
Hoi, Auslander Zuka Joshua Graham. You know our tongue. Smart, Auslander. Joshua in high place of cave. You show respect, Utman. Joshua is greatest warrior. You show him no respect. He show you thunder and fire. You wise for Auslander.
Yeah, that. Yeah, that.
We should have given you a better welcome on your first visit to Zion. But from what I hear, the Whitelegs beat us to it. Whitelegs seem to be the only visitors we have these days. And I wouldn't have expected anyone from the Mojave to come looking for us. And you're a courier, no less. Not the one I was expecting, but I suppose he wouldn't have come with a caravan. I don't know if you were close to the other members of your group, but you have my sympathy. I pray for the safety of all good people who come to Zion, even Gentiles. But we can't expect God to do all the work. Happy trails. I remember. They were good friends. I have bad news for your employers. New Canaan was destroyed, its citizens scattered. All because of the Whitelegs. And Caesar, of course. The Whitelegs want to join the Legion. Caesar's rite of passage is the destruction of the New Canaanites. Almost assuredly because of me. The good news is that we can help you find your way back. Daniel, one of the other New Canaanites, has made many maps of the region. The bad news is that we can't help you right now. Not with everything that's going on. You're a good neighbor to us. We all go through periods of darkness. In such times, we can turn to the Lord. But it's good to have friends. Daniel and I need pre-war tools to help us navigate beyond Zion. Should we need to evacuate, these instruments will be vital to us. Normally, we would have some of the dead horses or sorrows look for them. But many pre-war buildings in the valley are taboo. They won't go inside. Thank you. Follows Chalk can help you find your way around the valley. He's inexperienced, but he knows enough of our language to ignore the taboos about pre-war buildings.
Ya'atal.
Gut.
So I finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait. The Eastern Virgin. What's the phrase? House, sweet house. Like the shadow of a ghost. Why do you carry all those bottle caps anyway? They jangle like crazy. Zion. Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside? Here we go! Gotcha! Whoa! Here we go! See this? This is why your own 2 feet are better than any cart. Whether it's pulled by critters or goes on its own. Look sharp. Lots of giant ants. have been nice. When Zion was friendly enough, folks could make camp wherever they pleased, and not worry about whitelegs and deadly critters. Compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars? Okay, I'm up. What's next? That compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars? Dead horses have thought that places of the old world were taboo. Doesn't look so spooky to me. Those, what did you call them? Walkie-talkies? Those are going to be loads better than signal drums and smoke signs.
Your day, I
feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following.
Gut.
Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh? Whoa! Here we go! See that tower? Back when folks used them to talk to each other on air. Not like with signal drums. They could actually talk. Amazing, huh? So I finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait. That thing actually flew once? Like a big metal bird? Bet you don't have to follow chalk marks up there. I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion. Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside? Those, what did you call them? Walkie-talkies? Those are going to be loads better than signal drums and smoke signs. Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh? Did they? I hear some odd things about the civilized lands outside Zion. Is there really a giant thunder lizard people live inside? compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see the stars? The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from. Bet they don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from. The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch That's that then. Never stood a chance, did they? So I finally get to explore all those taboo places without the other scouts yelling at me? Can't wait. Skinnik Overlook. What do you suppose that means? I'm not dead. Way I heard it, salt upon wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs. That compass thing always knows where north is, huh? Even if it can't see us. They jangle like crazy. They don't have anything as nasty as Yao Guai out where you come from, huh? The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from. Skinnick Overlook. What do you suppose that means? Got anything bigger I can fight with? What can I tell you? Let me tell you a story. When I was a boy, a man came through the valley with one of the... I asked what he did for his living. What is that? I asked. The man explained that he went from place to place and sang for people, who gave him food and shelter and care in return. I couldn't believe that there was a place in this world where a man could do that. I promised myself then that one day I'd explore that world myself. I haven't told him yet. Never had the Growans. You'd do that? Sure. Sounds smart to me. He might not get so mad at you. Well then, let's get to trading. Upon the wounds butchered everyone in New Canaan and nailed their corpses to the cliffs. Narrows up ahead. That's the Sorrow territory. They're peaceful enough, but you don't want to make them mad. There can't really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
You are the one Joshua Graham sent to us. Blessings of the Father in the cave on you. Daniel is waiting for you. Asaro's Yaoguai fist is a sacred symbol. It shows that we belong to the tribe and have willingly undertaken a dangerous quest to aid the tribe. Each sorrow makes his own, and our shaman, Whitebird, oversees the rites. Waking Cloud is my name. I am midwife to the Sorrows. It sounds ill-omened, no? The children and the old have already been evacuated from the camp. They are safe enough. I tend to other hurts and sicknesses that afflict our... Daniel is a wise man and a great friend to the Sorrows. He taught me to speak the language of New Canaan, the English from the holy books. Yes, the language of the New Canaanites is the Holy Tongue, for it is the language their sacred books are written in. The Father in the caves brought it to them after the judgment, but the ancestors of the Sorrows sinned against him. They were denied the true tongue. 6 years. He attended the birth of my third child. It was a hard birth. The river nearly carried my water to the Father. Daniel knew the ways of New Canaan's medicine. After the birth, I asked Daniel if he would teach me what he knew of childbirth.
The dead horse has told me details about the attack on your caravan. A stranger's sympathy might not count for much, but for what it's worth, I'm sorry. The Sorrows will mourn your friends too. They mourn everyone, even the Whitelegs. They have sensitive souls. Innocent, if there is such a thing. In spite of what's happened, I hope that Joshua and I can help you out of here. But to be frank, we need your help too. Well, I'll be. I was starting to lose hope we'd be able to get any of this, much less all of it. Tribals are smart, but, well, they're ignorant. Letting go of a taboo is difficult for them. So I knew it would have to be one of us. Turns out all it took was a Gentile, or, no offense. These supplies are a godsend. But if we're going to evacuate Zion without drawing more White Leg attention, I need you to go back into the valley. Specifically, I need you to scout out some locations for White Legs and try to recover a map of Grand Staircase, a wilderness area to the east. There's also the matter of the roads. We're going to be heading out of the east side of the park, but I'm not sure the way is clear. I appreciate the enthusiasm. There aren't a lot of people in the wasteland with kindness to spare for anyone who isn't kin. Since you've been poking around the valley, you might see more activity from the Whitelegs. One of the Sorrow's hunters, Waking Cloud, has volunteered to help guide you through the valley. After this, it's just a matter of getting everyone out of here safe and sound. And hopefully, you can head back to the Mojave without any more trouble.
Well, here we part ways. I'm needed back at the Dead Horses camp. Maybe I'll see you there sometime. I will. Good gonen, Akis.
Daniel said that I was to travel with you until you have completed your scouting. Is this pleasing to you? Certainly.
Oladu Nane.
Tatubir, Nayu.
Oladu Sagasi.
It is good to travel with another. I spend so long scouting on my own that I forget what human company is like. We pass like moonlight on still water. I wish you could have met my family. You would like them, I think. White leg attacks grow more frequent each day. I fear for our people, and for our valley if something is not done. You leave me no choice.
Show up!
Zion used to be a place of peace, you know. Daniel says that it is holy in the eyes of the Father. I hope someday You will see it as it was.
Hola, outsider. Welcome, child of omens. You come to receive visions of truth? Take drugs, kill a bear, seek medicine plant, return with sacred... These roots make sacred vision tea. Drink. You go to cave, find ghost of she, lay ghost to rest. This your quest. Bring peace where was strife. Go.
I know you are eager to leave Zion, but perhaps you might find peace if you stay. Think about it, yes?
By the rivers of Babylon, there we sat down. Yea, we wept, when we remembered Zion. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it even to the foundation. O daughter of Babylon, who ought to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stone. Do you know what it means? Given those two choices, yes. In the best of all possible worlds, they would just leave us in peace. But they won't. I don't enjoy killing, but when done righteously, it's just a chore, like any other. Practiced hands make for short work, and the good Lord knows there's much to be done here. Happy are those who do the work of the Lord. Zion belongs to God and the people of God. It is a natural temple and monument to his glory. When our Lord entered the temple and found it polluted by money changers and beasts, did he ask them to leave? Did he cry? Did he simply walk away? No. He drove them out. It is one thing to... I and the dead horses are prepared to... And though Daniel won't accept it yet, there are many sorrows who are also... If you have a chance to speak with Daniel about this, ask him... He has good intentions, but I fear that if we evacuate the sorrow...
A little sad to leave the Narrows. Happy to return. Yao Guai. Even our strongest hunters could not hope to kill so many. I hope that is truth. Fighting so many, this many so close together suggests a nest nearby. If we... Did Daniel not give... Look around and see if you can... Zion used to be a place of peace, you know. Daniel says that it is holy in the eyes of the Father. I hope someday you will see it as it was. I know you are eager to leave Zion, but perhaps you might find peace if you stayed. Think about it. Yes? Nawai with you. fight you if I must. Like them, I think. So, this is the ghost of She's lair. I was never brave enough to try to find it. I'll fight you! You leave me no choice. Messy business. I am glad it's over.
Does Ghost of She like... Then visions of truth are at an end. Here, take. Gift to remind you of visions. Use well, or sell to curious trader. Either way, says much about you.
someday you will see it as it was. My attacks are doing nothing. Is it normal to hurt all over after a battle? It is good to travel with another. I spend so long scouting on my own that I forget what human company is like.
We withdrew.
Are you sure this weapon actually works? This one is mine. When Salt Upon Wounds took New Canaan, he ordered the White so nothing would thrive. What kind of monster could do that? Those tents down there, that is a white-leg warrior's prey. You might rush them and take them by surprise. We would be badly out. We might also use their superstition against. Yes. You leave me no choice. world. And this grievous. I know you are eager to leave Zion, but perhaps you might find peace if you stayed. Think about it. Yes? We should not be here. This... The Father in the caves. The Holy Father who gave... Many of the caves around the valley are sacred to him, and those... I understand. I would prefer to leave.
Welcome back. I thought he might. It's been some time since I visited, but I have always seen these places from the outside. I'd rather not influence him more than I already do. Why don't you talk? Fallows-Chalk needs more guidance in his life. Caesar would never admit this openly, but he knows that I'm alive. I've killed enough of his frumentarii and assassins that have come looking. I've heard one of them travels the Mojave as a courier. Most of Caesar's agents meet a fitting end in NCR territory, but maybe this one survived. He's a butcher. He's not the kind to let his subordinates do. He's fashioned himself an abomination before the eyes of the Lord. I have to admit, it's hard to believe that even after all he did to me, all he tried to, no doubt this will be good for the Mojave. I can only hope Arizona and the tribes don't suffer as the Legion falls apart around them. Good. I am a New Canaanite. We believe we are the heirs of a spiritual tradition given to our ancestors. We have made and kept covenants with our Lord God to honor his laws. A day will come when our Lord returns to judge us all. That's why we trade with others and work the tribes. We have more than food and medicine to offer. Good news is our most valuable commodity. In a world filled with misery and uncertainty, it is a great comfort to know that, in the end, there is light in the darkness. Every day we move closer to our judgment. We must do our best to walk in the footsteps of our Lord. For many of every day, some days are harder than others. I wouldn't say that. I am the acting war chief for the Dead Horses. They look up to me for such matters, but I only have the authority they give me. Daniel is the spiritual leader and main link of the New Canaanites to the Sorrows. He's up in the Narrows right now. We do. All forms of currency.
Good job getting those supplies to Daniel. Yeah? He said that? Well, I guess you have been out there more recently than he has. Really? You think so? Dankni, Akis, I never would have had the ground.
This is Pine Creek, one of the only ways out of Zion Valley. Watch out. Many dangerous beasts lair nearby.
I'm glad to see you're still with us. How can I help you? I appreciate it. Well, that's it. This is all we need. Now all that's left is to... That's assuming that Joshua won't try to stop me. And that he hasn't talked. Don't worry, I don't hold it against you. You're an outsider. Even... Unless you and Joshua have any... It may be. I hope it is. To tell the truth, if something goes wrong, more Sorrows could die in the escape than in Joshua's proposed attack. Even knowing that, it's a risk I have to take. With your help and Joshua's, even if we're attacked, we'll be traveling at night in small groups across the valley. With luck, the Whitelegs won't know what's happened until the next morning. But if the Whitelegs realize what's happening, Joshua and I will need you to help us escape. Once our path is clear, I'll give you everything you need to get back. It's the only way to delay the Whitelegs.
Daniel must have made it to the tunnel by now. But there are Sorrows all over the valley. We have to help them and get Daniel out of here. Right.
Unless you and Joshua have... No. Why? Why? Haven't you seen enough of what's going on here to see that the Sorrows don't need to butcher the Whitelegs for a piece of land? What Joshua wants is more than an attack. He wants a slaughter. He needs more than you and the dead horses to do it. The Sorrows can't be pushed into this. You and Joshua don't have the right to force them into it. Please, consider what I'm saying. I've already explained to them that we're leaving. They've accepted it. What is Joshua going to tell them about being a warrior? What are you going to tell them about how to live with themselves after they got lost in the moment, killed someone who didn't deserve to die? Or does that not matter? Is that just an acceptable consequence if it means holding on to this valley? Maybe there is no place left in this world for mercy. But even if it tramples me into the dust, I will never accept it. And I will never condone it. Joshua must be waiting for you. I'll stay here with the others as I told them I would. Unless you and Joshua... It may be.
Daniel must have made it to the... Right.
You friend of Soros, yes? Together we smash white legs that defile holy places. Because you're a friend to Soros? Hola, Utman.
That's it! That's it!
Muerna!
Foolish, Outman. You best white legs, you think. By my spear, you die! You speak. I listen. Kill. We leave, but always.
All in a day's labor serving the good Lord.
Please, have you done everything you can? You've done more than I could have ever...
You can nikumpa me! Foolish.
Please, have you done everything? You've done more than I could have ever hoped for. Thank you. And may God protect you.
And so it was that the conflict between the New Canaanites and the Whitelegs was finally resolved. The courier's involvement had tipped the scale, shifting the fragile balance of power.
After the Whitelegs drove the Sorrows from Zion, they celebrated by destroying all traces of the valley's former inhabitants. They appealed to the Legion for assimilation, but were denied. Their failure to eradicate the New Canaanites in Grand Staircase and farther up the Colorado had not gone unnoticed. The Whitelegs made a half-hearted effort to find the New Canaanites, but were driven off by dead horses trained in the ways of Joshua Graham. The Whitelegs lost all hope of joining the Legion and disintegrated into a number of petty raiding bands, leaving Zion Valley a polluted cistern.
Daniel succeeded in leading the Sorrows out of Zion, as he had wanted to do from the start. The courier protected the Sorrows during the evacuation, ensuring that most reached their destination unharmed. Over the weeks and months to come, Daniel would see to the Sorrows' resettlement in Grand Staircase. Their adjustment to their new home was not without difficulty, but eventually, the Sorrows came to accept the loss of Zion.
Having helped Daniel and the Sorrows escape from Zion, the Dead Horses returned to their home at Dead Horse Point. The tribe continued to learn from the New Canaanites, and over many years built a flourishing community. along the banks of the Colorado. Though the tribe's bond would endure, it was Joshua Graham's legend the dead horses would revere, not the tenets of New Canaan's faith.
Already weakened by several seasons of bad trading, the Happy Trails Caravan Company was initially discouraged by the results of its expedition, the fate of New Canaan, and the evacuation of the Sorrows from Zion made the prospect of trading seem fruitless. When Daniel told his family about the exploits of Happy Trails employee the Courier, however, New Canaan decided to repay the company's kindness. Twice per year, New Canaanites made the dangerous journey west to trade with a company in the city of New Reno. The Happy Trails Caravan Company could not survive on such trading alone, but the New Canaanites' generosity made tough times go easier.
Follows Chalk took the courier's words to heart and decided that he would behold the sights and sounds of distant lands with his own eyes and ears. After returning to Dead Horse Point, he quarreled with his family and other tribe members about his ambitions. One morning, they awoke to discover that Follows Chalk had set off alone, westward, into the wilderness. He was never seen again.
After leading the Sorrows from their home in Zion to safety in Grand Staircase, Daniel continued to wonder if he'd made the right choice. He spent his life evangelizing the beliefs of his people to a new generation of young men and women, as his ancestors had for centuries before him. He was happy with his family. But for the rest of his life, there were nights when he awoke with sadness to find he had been dreaming of Zion.
And with that, the Courier walked out of the history of the tribes of Zion and back to the gathering storm of the Mojave Wasteland.